O Chanukah, come light the menorah. Let's have a party, we'll all dance the hora. Gather round the table, we'll give you a treat. Dreidels to play with and latkes to eat. And while we are playing, the candles are burning bright. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago. One for each night, they shed a sweet light to remind us of days long ago.
Hello and greetings from our Altoona Jewish community as we prepare for our Festival of Lights, the Festival of Hanukkah. My name is Bill Wallen. I'm a board member, I'm a volunteer, and for many years was a staff member here at the hospital. And for over the past 35 years, I've been a part of the celebration at the hospital of the Hanukkah season. Originally, our engineering department constructed an outdoor menorah that sat out at the end of the park at the entrance to the hospital. And every night during the holiday, shined the Hanukkah lights out on the community. In more recent years, we've developed an indoor menorah that we have inside the main entrance to welcome visitors and to welcome patients coming into the hospital. This year, we have an additional darkness that we're dealing with. It's the darkness of the virus. And on behalf of all of us from our community, we want to thank all of the staff, all of the medical staff, nursing staff, all of the support staff, all of the hospital family for the light that you're bringing into the community. In Hanukkah, we look toward the light of hope, the light of caring, the light of love. And you are bringing all of this through your dedication to taking care of the many sick people in our community and bringing light into our community and into the world in doing this. So we thank you. And you're helping us to shine lights brightly into our community. So again, from the Jewish community, we bring greetings and we bring gratitude. It's my pleasure now to introduce Rabbi Audrey Korotkin, who will be telling us more about the holiday of Hanukkah, the history and the meaning of it. You've already heard from Cantor Ben Matus, who started off our program singing O Hanukkah. So let me turn it over to Rabbi Audrey to tell us more about the hospital, about the holiday.
Hello, everyone. The lights of Hanukkah are a symbol of our joy and our faith. Over 2,000 years ago, at another time of darkness and terror, our ancestors had the courage to struggle for freedom. A small band of faithful Jews, led by Judah Maccabee and his brothers, routed the much larger and more powerful army of the Greeks of Syria, wresting back control of Jerusalem and of the temple, the symbol and center of Jewish sovereignty. They tore down the pagan shrines the Syrians had built. They cleansed the sanctuary, and they again dedicated it to the Israelite God. The people rejoiced and set an annual 8-day festival to begin each year on the 25th day of the month of Kislev, the day the temple was rededicated. Theirs was a victory of the weak over the strong, the few over the many. It was a victory for all ages and all peoples. Centuries later, when the Jews of Israel again were under threat, this time from the power of the Roman army, the early rabbis sought to revive the annual celebration of Hanukkah, a word that means dedication in Hebrew. What is Hanukkah, they asked? Not a celebration of military might, they responded, but a celebration of the triumph of faith. They enhanced the historical record with a little bit of folklore. that on that day that the Maccabees rededicated the temple and rekindled the eternal lamp that was to hang over the altar, they found only one small bottle of olive oil, enough for only one night. But a great miracle happened there, and that small bottle of oil lasted for 8 nights. Thus was the 8-day festival of Hanukkah reborn. The rabbis decreed that when we light the menorah, the candelabra that reminds us of that small bottle of oil in the temple, we begin with one candle the first night and add one each night, so that the brightness and the holiness of our festival increases day by day. And that's a symbol we could all use in our lives right now. So we'd like to share with you a poem by Suzanne Sobransky about how the Hanukkah menorah can help bring light into times of darkness and help us see the light and the goodness of spirit in one another. The Harmony of the Hanukkah by Suzanne Sobransky. One candle lights another, and darkness is dispelled from the surrounding area.
One candle lights 2 others, and the brightness reaches beyond what is near.
One candle lights 3 others, and the closest corners are no longer dark.
One candle lights 4 others, and the walls begin to shine with illumination.
One candle lights 5 others, and the room begins to feel warm and inviting.
One candle lights 6 others, and people begin to reflect the candle's glow.
One candle lights 7 others, and people farther away are attracted to the light.
One candle lights 8 others, and the world begins to take notice of the brilliance.
9 candles now burning harmoniously together.
They have the power to dispel darkness. They have the power to shine light into our world. They have the power which comes from building upon one another, working together in harmony, achieving the brightest light they can shed. We can become like those candles. We can be candles igniting the flame of one another, candles shining brightly together, shedding a light which casts all people out of the darkness and into a brilliant and better world. Cantor Matus will now lead us in the candle blessings that we use each night to bring light into the world.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel Chanukah. Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, she'asa nisim lavoteinu bayamim ha'em ba'zman hazeh.
Amen.
And now a little prayer as a benediction. May we remember to be guided by the true meaning of our December holidays. May our actions increasingly reflect God's teachings and commandments. May we help to shine God's light on all people of all faiths. And may we be continued to be blessed with God's greatest gifts of peace. Amen.
Ma'osu Yeshuati lechana el shabeach tikon beit tefilati v'sham toda nizabeach lietachin matbeach mitzar hamnabeach Az egmor b'shir mizmor Chanukah tamizbeach, az egmor b'shir mizmor, Chanukah tamizbeach. Rock of ages, let our song praise thy saving power. Thou amidst the raging foes wast our sheltering tower. Furious they assailed us, but thine arm availed us, and thy word broke their sword when our own strength failed us. And thy word broke their sword when our own strength failed us.
I want to thank everyone for joining in this celebration of Hanukkah with the Jewish community of Greater Altoona. And we wish everyone at this season the light, the brightness, the hope that this time of all of our festivals gives us.